Down from Louisiana here. The Department of Health there, listen to this. The first person has died from bird flu in this country, in that state. This is somebody who was in the hospital about 3 weeks ago. They had the country's very first severe bird flu infection. The question then comes up, okay, given that this happened, what is the risk for everybody else? The Louisiana Health Department says it's generally a fairly low risk unless you work with birds, poultry, or cows, or have exposure to them, maybe recreationally, you're at a farm a lot, whatever the case may be. Dr. Kavita Patel is joining us now. Okay, talk us through this, right? Because this feels like it was a threshold, if this happened, of an alarm bell sounding, the first person to die from bird flu in this country. Talk us through it.
Yeah, Hallie, 65-year-old with underlying medical conditions, and their hospitalization was first reported over 3 weeks ago. And we know that this was from exposure from backyard animals and some wild animal exposure. So this wasn't a farm or poultry worker. And it signals a shift in the development of this virus in that it's getting more adaptable, but still, to emphasize, very low risk because we still have no cases of human to human transmission. That's kind of the next thing that scientists are watching for, but no evidence of that in this case.
What about everybody else, right? The general public, if you don't have, let's say, backyard animals, if you're not working closely with poultry in your day-to-day life, fairly low risk, right? Are there things people should be doing to protect themselves? And what are the chances that this potentially, Dr. Patel, becomes a pandemic down the road? Do we know?
Yeah, that's what we're all watching for, kind of whether or not the human-to-human transmission piece is what we're looking for to make it easier to give to others. We do not have any evidence of that case, although this case in Louisiana signals that the virus is, mutating in a way where it could be possible. So nothing about a pandemic today, but that's what we're watching for. And then just to your point, Hallie, the majority of us, myself, yourself included, we're probably never going to be in direct exposure. But I think these backyard animals, you might be visiting somebody, they might have animals that they say, don't worry, they're safe. It's still best to probably just stay away. I would also say to you that this is just another emphasis to say that pasteurizing your milk and cooking your meat products appropriately can kill any of these viruses. Just something to emphasize that pasteurization does work. And then making sure you get your regular flu shot doesn't work against the bird flu, but it'll keep you healthy overall so that anything else doesn't affect you.
Really quickly, Dr. Patel, one of the things that we showed people to, they can do is to get their flu shot, their seasonal flu shot. Does the regular flu shot protect against bird flu?
Not against bird flu. It does not protect against bird flu, but it does make sure that you don't have other issues. The flu is going around. So if you have the regular flu and then you get exposed to bird flu, that can add up to some of these chronic conditions that can make things worse. But vaccination all around, not available for the public for bird flu yet. It's targeted really for workers in select areas, not accessible to the public.
Dr. Kavita Patel, glad to have you with us on that. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.